Hey everyone, and welcome to the Viridian Desert, the podcast about all things Team Caterpie, hosted by two chaotic beings that's caused the 2K... Oh god. we caused the Y2K bunkers. I have trouble speaking English.
What are words? I don't know them.
Yeah, clearly we're the most capable people to run a podcast if we don't know how to speak English properly. So... Hi, I'm Quinn. I've been a part of Team Caterpie since like 2013 probably, and then I became friends with Hardy after I threw a lot of money at him. Probably the only reason he talks to me. But I have no plans of leaving because people are pretty neat here.
And I'm Flygon. I've been a part of Team Caterpie since 2012 and a known face around Team Caterpie since about 2015. I'm a professional when it comes to yelling at Hardy, but that's okay since we're friends, and I have no plans of ever leaving. Lol, you're stuck with me.
Yeah. So, kind of like a little bit of a breakdown of what Viridian Desert is going to be. We're going to go over everything that's gone on in TC over the last whenever. So, like, if we record this next week, it'll be the last week. But if we record this 2 months from now, who knows what time frame we'll pick. But kind of go over the past and kind of see what's going on, like talk about his current series. So, for example, this time, and just a little spoiler warning, if you haven't already watched them, we're going to be talking about Renegade Platinum up till episode 18, and Scoreboard up until episode 12. We're also going to be talking about things that are going on in the Discord, like our community locks, and then the Showdown tournament that's currently going on. And then we'll have a rewatch segment where we go back and we watch an old series of Hardy's, and then we talk about it, see how it holds up to today, talk about everything that's gone on there. Just because some people don't like to go back, and we'll go back and we'll talk about it, and you can have that experience. And then we'll have a segment called Throwback Caterpie, where we go over old stream highlights and we do a Today in Caterpie history. So that's neat. Is there anything you want to add, Flygon?
It'll be a fun time, and let's see how chaotic and weird we get.
I mean, probably a lot.
It's gonna turn into me screaming at some point.
Oh, definitely.
Be warned.
Definitely. Based on the notes that we have for the rewatch, and what I saw your notes, there's definitely gonna be some screaming.
Yeah. My notes are literally just screaming in written form.
Mine are a little bit more professional, but like that's because I have the need to write professionally. So I can't not write professionally, but they're all like spark notes.
I attempted to write professionally, and then I just didn't after like 2 notes.
That's fair. Honestly, just like yelling at Hardy is probably what's going to happen here, and probably a lot from Flygon. So
we do it out of love. Who knows that?
We do, probably. But to start off, we're going to be talking about Renegade Platinum. Episode 18 went up 2 days ago as of recording. Mm-hmm. Episode 19 might go up today. We don't know.
Maybe while we're recording.
Probably. So big F's for everybody.
Can we get an F in the chat, people?
Big F's for your boys in red, like your Iddles, your Bufflups, your Ponties, those who did not deserve to die.
So in the last episode, we lost Eric the Roserade, Pokerface the Sneasel, Flash the Porygon 2, and Cotton the Altaria.
Yes, it was very sad. 2 of them aren't Hardy's fault, to be fair. The first crit, I can't remember who it was on. I think it was on Porygon.
Cotton. I think it was Cotton.
No, Cotton is definitely Hardy's fault, though, because he sent it in against a Dragon-type move. Or, a Fairy-type move. That one is Hardy's fault. But Pokerface's death was definitely not Hardy's fault.
That glider had like no HP
There
left.
was maybe 0.5 HP left, and it had Brick Break, which, from my knowledge, that is added in Renegade Platinum. I don't, and if it's not, then like they never run Brick Break ever. So yeah,
Damn.
it was just bullshit. So that one Hardy gets a pass on, but like
Poker Face was
everything
so close to
else,
evolving, too.
no. Or what were you saying, Flygon?
Poker Face was so close to evolving.
I know he could have just like
Too.
went to the Chancy people and done it, but he didn't because he's a dumbass. We love you though.
Unless it was changed in the hack, doesn't Sneasel only evolve at night?
He removed all time changes.
Okay, cool, because I've never played a Drayon.
Yeah, Drano takes out a lot of the time ones. I think Blaze Black has time restrictions, but that's because he didn't know how to then. But now I know for sure though that this one took out all time requirements.
Okay, makes
So like Riolu still evolves via friendship, but it's at any time instead of solely in the day. Because
okay.
let people do it at their own time.
Game Freak taking.
Yeah, Game Freak should just hire Drano. That'd be a neat time. All Pokemon games would be hell.
Yeah.
But
I mean, after Game Freak did that whole Lycanroc evolved into Dusk form at 5 a.m.
between 5 and 6, yeah.
Jeez.
God damn it, Game Freak.
Adriano knows what's up.
He does. He knows how to make something fun, storytelling, and difficult as hell.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dudes! But
I'll play one of his games eventually.
eventually.
But I don't like grinding, and it's a lot of grinding.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which is why I like Renegade, because it gives you the chancy people.
Yeah.
And I mean, in Black and White, you get there's Autono Grass, so all of his games have a pretty good spot to grind, because Autono is like you're pretty much always gonna get Autono, and then there's Chancy Grass later on, so he balances his games at least, but like they're still hard as hell.
Yeah.
But so our your favorite Pokemon, Flygon, from Renegade Platinum so far?
Gee, I wonder who mine is.
Yeah, definitely not Buffalo. Definitely not.
I can't even fake not hating Buffalo. Look, Buffalo is my son.
Flygon loves her some Buffalo up in this.
After the first episode and how Lucas's Piplup was just like taking everything, I posted a GIF on Twitter of a buff Torchic, and I was like, "This but with Piplup," and then Hardy replied to it with something that was like, "That's too real," and so then I drew it, and then Bufflup was born.
And then Bufflup emerged. I don't even think you called it Bufflup in the picture. I think you called it Pip Buff.
I called it Pip Buff. Like, when I was drawing it, I was actually debating between Pip Buff and Bufflup, but I went with Pip Buff for some reason, but I've grown more attached to Bufflup.
Well, yeah, because I think that rolls off the tongue better, in my opinion, saying Bufflup rather than Pip Buff.
I don't know why I went with Pip Buff,
because it sounds more like a pun, I guess?
Yeah, I guess.
Because like Pip Lup, Pip Buff, oh my god. Pip Buff just sounds wrong now.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a favorite in Renegade Platinum until Silver drew Idle. And then Idle became my favorite. And then Idle died.
Next, we can't have good things.
We can't.
We've proven that recently.
And then like I like Porygon too, and now he's dead. I'm not allowed to have my favorites, so I'm not gonna like any more Pokemon from this point on, because they will die immediately.
No, no emotions for Quynn.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have emotion anymore. I guess like
I also.
I guess if I had to pick one, it would be like Mountain Dew because his history. But like Mountain Dew's gonna die now, so preemptive F for Mountain Dew.
I really like Eric too because I drew a picture of Eric killing the Miss Magius. But now Eric's dead.
Yeah, art kills and emotion kills. So remember, if you want a Pokemon to die, just draw it. You really don't like it? The next time it's on the team, it probably dies.
So, oh God, I just realized that I don't think I've drawn anyone that's currently alive.
Yeah, you could assassinate some Pokemon.
Oh,
You have too much power now, Flygon.
He's done.
Next time Hardy starts hyping up a Pokemon, you just draw it. And then like it'll die. It'll be a great
you
time.
like this Pokemon? No. This is
you like this one? Oh, you killed Buffalo.
This is my Death Note sketchbook.
All artists draw in a Death Note sketchbook. All of them. Because Silver cursed Idle to death.
Oh no.
And, well, she did draw, she drew Volbeat. I don't remember, or not, Illumise. I don't remember Illumise's name. But...
maybe like Stubbat or something.
I mean, that one's gonna die as soon as it's on the team. And... I'm predicting that it'll probably end up on the team for the fighting gym because it resists fighting and is super effective against fighting. If Hardy uses his brain, it should be on the team. But like, at that point, Hardy would have to be using his brain, and then his brain would just like kick in and be like, "What if we didn't do Illumise?" And then something's gonna die, and he's gonna be left with Illumise, and I'm gonna laugh at him.
Illumise solo run 1?
Fucking never. I feel like if Hardy comes down to Illumise, he's just not even gonna give it the time of day. And that's really upsetting, because like, Illumise and Volbeat, highly underrated.
I mean, we saw your 2012 on that one stream.
Yeah, 2012 the Volbeat, oof. That is a good example of Volbeat being good. And that's not even a buffed Volbeat. That's like base Usum Volbeat.
So like, if 2012 can do all that, imagine what a hacked version of Illumise can do. Hardy, you're sleeping on this.
Hardy, you need to wake up. You need to wake up and use that fucking Illumise.
Illumise for the team 2020.
Yeah.
Not 2019.
2020. Series will last forever. Honestly, at the pace he's going, if he does end up making it, it might end up being 2020 when the series is over.
True.
Right? Because, like, half-an-hour episodes and we're, like, just at the 4th gym. We might come really close to 2020.
Yeah. I mean, that is if he doesn't completely die.
I have a little bit of faith. Because, like, I've had to map out the game a little bit. And, like, the mons that he has left are usable against a lot of the game. He just needs to be smart and take a sec to think. Like...
Teach him how to Pokemon.
Yeah. We just need to take him to a course and be like, alright, here's your type chart. Just, Hardy, I know it's probably, like, way in the future when you listen to this, or, like, a couple days from now, depending on how long I procrastinate editing this. But put the type chart as your wallpaper. Like, who cares what background you have now? Download a fucking Pokemon type chart, put it as the background, and that's how you're gonna get used to it. Because...
Yeah, what Quynn said.
No Pokemon will die then.
Just... like... Hardy. What is an electric type weak to? What does an electric type resist? Tell us!
Yeah. Its weakness should be easy, because it only has one.
Is it dragon? I don't know.
Electric is weak to only ground, which is why Electros has no weakness.
Oh, floss. We'll get back to that later.
Yeah, and then I think it also it resists grass. Either grass resists electric or electric resists grass.
I think grass resists electric.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Hardy, we're doing the work for you.
Yeah, I should know this.
The rest of this podcast is just going to be us reading off the type chart.
Yeah, just read off the type chart to you, Hardy. Make sure you learn your resistances. Okay, it's resisted by grass.
Okay.
But it is resistant to flying, steel, and electric. So there you go. Electric
Take
types.
notes, Hardy.
Fucking get the shit done.
This is an edutainment podcast.
It is. We're gonna just yelling at Hardy to get good at fucking Pokemon.
We love you, Hardy.
I mean, probably, as long as you don't let any more fucking Pokemon die and you stop sleeping on Illumise. Otherwise, my love for you, Hardy, will diminish by at least 0.1%. But I guess that segues pretty nicely into whether Hardy will win or not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say probably. I have faith.
Who knows? I haven't looked into Renegade Platinum, so I don't know what surprises are coming up.
Oh, there's some pretty nasty ones. There's some pretty nasty ones.
Oh, fun!
I looked it up because I had to map things out.
Mm-hmm.
The Cyrus battle is insane.
God.
The very last one is insane.
What?
And then there's two random trainers, I think, in a side quest that are also pretty intense. I'm not gonna spoil them here. I can tell you off podcast if you want, Flygon, what they are.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, but we won't say it here because Hardy deserves the surprise. As much as he's gonna look it up, he deserves the surprise.
He's gonna listen to this and be like, oh, shit, find it.
Yeah, he's also missing out on a couple of things. He's missing out on the Mew side quest, which I keep telling him to do, and then he says, "Oh yeah, I'll go back and do it."
Is that the Shroomish?
Yeah.
The early game Shroomish?
Yes. That starts it.
Okay.
There's a couple other things after, but that the Shroomish starts it. He also didn't pick up the egg in Jubilife.
Okay. There's another egg?
In the trainer school, there's an egg that you can get a random baby Pokemon, and at this point, he's probably going to get a Megby or a Budew, and he can't use them.
Yeah.
Which is why it's ideal to pick it up then. So he could have got, a good Pokemon instead of a fucking Megby. Just saying. I don't know.
Oh, Hardy.
There's a couple things, and I know Hardy. Okay, you said you didn't know where Dragonclaw is. The Mount Cornet entrance from Eterna City. If you go down from there and all the way down, there's a Pokeball in there that has the Dragonclaw TM in there. You also missed out on Brick Break, but I'm not going to tell you where Brick Break is.
Didn't he already pick up Dragonclaw though? I feel like I remember this.
He said he meant to. Or am I misremembering?
I feel like he picked it up the same ep where he caught the shiny Zubat. I feel like I remember it. Maybe I'm just crazy.
He might have.
Who knows?
I don't think he did though. I don't think he did. Excuse me.
Oh well.
But so I think that's everything we have to talk about Renegade.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to add?
Stop killing Pokemon we love.
Yeah. Hardy,
You're gonna
there's going to be
feel
a serious talking to
more
going on if you keep letting these Pokemon die.
There's what?
There's going to be a serious talking to if you keep letting these Pokemon die. we'll call Sarah, and we'll get her to sit you down and have a nice heart to heart about letting Pokemon die, Hardy. You can't let us get attached to them, and then you can't let them die, or else you'll make everyone sad, and yourself sad. So,
Do you want that to happen, Hardy?
yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't think you do. All right, let's move on to scoreboard. A little bit more happy in scoreboard land. We had our.
But my fave died there too.
I'm sorry, mine didn't. So, we had our first Hall of Fame introduction. This past episode. Congratulations to Hot Dog.
Congrats, Hot Dog.
Who was my favorite boy because Mega Houndoom is awesome.
Hot Dog was great.
He was
one of my
he
faves.
was really nice. Hot Dog first appeared in episode 2 when it was rolled and replaced something. I cannot remember who it replaced. And then from there, episode 3, it had 0 points. It was 1 death away from being eliminated. Episode 4, it came back with a vengeance and got 10 points. Episode 5, I got 7 points. Episode 6 and 7 were both hard episodes where Hardy lost like every battle, but Hot Dog survived, getting 1 point each time. Episode 8, it got 8 points. Episode 9, it had 5. Episode 10, it had 10 points. Episode 11, it had 17 points, and I believe that makes it second highest points of all time. I think the best Pokemon that Hardy has ever had in scoreboard history is Pokerface, the Weavile, who had 18 points one episode, and then a grand total of 107 points before getting into the Hall of Fame. And then the final episode for Hot Dog, episode 12, he had 10 points, putting him at the legendary total of 69 points.
It's the haha funny sex number.
It is truly the haha funny sex number, and we're very proud of Hot Dog for getting it and making it to the Hall of Fame.
Hot Dog, you're amazing.
Hot Dog, we celebrate you. We stan Hot Dog.
A good pupper.
He is a good pupper.
We'll see Hot Dog again in the Hall of Fame special whenever that happens.
Probably a couple episodes. Probably like at least as well. It's at least 50 episodes from now, which would put us at at least 50-ish episodes from now, which would put us at like episode 62 of Pokemon Scoreboard.
Can Scoreboard get to 69 episodes?
Yeah. Can Hardy? You need to do well enough, but also shit enough that the Hall of Fame special is episode 69. Okay?
You gotta do it for us, because we asked.
Yeah, we're asking nicely. Just like, get it, Hall of Fame special, episode 69. That's all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do.
That's how you'll win at life.
Yeah, exactly.
You
But
figured it out. Now do it.
yeah, so we have a little bit of Hall of Fame predicting going on. So the current roster is hold on, I'll just pull it up really quick here. We have Haxorus, Tauros, Butterfree, Toucanon, and Chingling. I think Hardy missed a Pokemon to roll.
Oh, and Roserade.
Roserade, that one. Okay.
Eric's been revived.
Eric has been revived. So we have Butterfree, Toucanon, Roserade, and Chingling.
Chingling for Hall of Fame.
And then we also have Tauros and Haxorus. From experience, I'm going to say Haxorus makes it to the Hall of Fame, especially because he's locked to UU because of it. Even if he moves up to OU, it might be okay. It really depends on who he faces, obviously.
Yeah.
But in UU, there isn't a ton of good fairy types. I'm surprised Hardy hasn't come across a Sylveon yet. he might have come across one. But Togekiss seems to be the only one that he's fighting, and Haxorus can deal with Togekiss pretty easily because it's faster than it, and Togekiss doesn't tend to run any fairy move. So I can see Haxorus making it pretty well into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, as someone who doesn't really know anything about competitive, I want Tauros to make it simply because I had a Tauros in my community lock, and I like Tauros more now.
From knowing competitive, Tauros is actually really good. Hardy hasn't been using it very well, but that's to be expected. But it's been very wishy-washy in all three of its episodes so far. So we'll have to see. It's just because we're in UU. I feel like if we were in RU, Tauros would be doing a lot better, but because it's in UU where the defense stats are a little bit higher, Tauros isn't able to break a lot of things. Tauros doesn't have a ton of options to begin with its coverage, so I think Hardy has the best moveset on it.
Okay.
Double Edge is kind of the one thing that I'm concerned about, because it would only net 1 point if it suicide kills something, which could be the deciding factor, depending on, especially now with how good this team is that he has. Everything except Chingling is very, very good. So Tauros might have to fall. I could see it surviving though. I hope it does, because I love Tauros. Just using it is really fun in NU.
Yeah, so Hardy keeps Stegma nothing alive.
And you keep Orichalcos alive. You know?
Yeah.
They deserve Hall of Fame. Haxorus deserves Hall of Fame. He isn't using Haxorus very well, but I know Haxorus is very good. And then of the newcomers, I feel like in a perfect world, Butterfree makes it to the Hall of Fame. But this isn't a perfect world. Butterfree's not making it to the Hall of Fame because of how prevalent Stealth Rocks are. It'll just die.
And instead, Chingling will make it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Chingling has potential. Chingling has the potential. It has it can run a very gimmicky moveset that can maybe propel it. So I can see it potentially making. Obviously, we'll find out, but
I want a Little Cupmon to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Finneon
We need some Little Cup rep.
I think Finneon's the only Little Cupmon in Hall of Fame. So Finneon needs a friend.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Terror wants a friend.
Good old Terror needing friends. I think I can pull it up really
gets lonely.
I can actually, yeah.
Hello, everybody.
I can pull up the who's in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame season 1 was Finneon's season. So yeah, Finneon's Terra's the only one in the Hall of Fame that is a Little Cupmon. I think that season he was also... Oh no, wait. Nidorino is also in Hall of Fame, but that's not Little Cup, but it's also not fully evolved.
Yeah.
Hardy has also been, I think season 2, where he was in OU for Hall of Fame. But season 1 he was in, I believe, RU, unless Viridian was higher at the time. But there's a little 2 cents of where he's at. Right now, because Mega Houndoom is there, he's in UU. And I hope he stays in UU. Because Mega Houndoom didn't do well in the couple episodes in episode 1 where it was an OU, and then it dropped and we moved to RU. So, or no, it did well the first time, and then we moved to UU. So, there's a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
And then I think also with saying who we predict to get in, kind of also reveals some of our favorites. I really like Haxorus. I really liked how well it was doing, and I really like Hot Dog. And now I don't get to see Hot Dog for at least 50 episodes, which makes me very sad. And then I also liked Floss, but
Floss was so close. Like Floss, like,
Skrillex, Stonewall.
They were so close.
Yeah, we could have had a very fast scoreboard season if all of them had survived.
Yeah.
Because, like, Skrillex and Stonewall got eliminated on their 9th episode. And then not Tetris. Floss was on this 8th episode when he got eliminated. So, like, if all of them made it through, plus Hot Dog, we'd have 4 Hall of Fame members right now, and then we'd have minimum 20 episodes left to go of scoreboard, which is wild.
So, like, will we have another close to Hall of Fame, but then dies?
Potentially.
Or did Hardy use up all that luck?
I don't think it's called luck. I think that's bad luck.
True.
So, but yeah, so general note to keep in mind, because I think for all the Hall of Fame, all the actual Hall of Fame Pokemon, I'm going to go through and calculate what points they got and their point total. The one to beat, at least from what I calculated, because we can't go back and find Season 1, because that's on a Gone channel. At least for Season 2, the highest point total was 107, held by Poker Face, and Poker Face also has the most points per episode, I believe, which is 18 of the Hall of Fame. So those are the scores to beat. Hot Dog came close to beating points per episode. So potentially we could see Stud Muffin or Orichalcos break points per episode, depending on like the teams, obviously, and depending on how hard he uses them. But I don't know if they could break. I don't think Stud Muffin can break 107. I don't think it's gotten the consistent amount of points to break 107. Orichalcos can't either, I don't think. Because Weavile's lowest point gain was 5.
Damn.
Like, Weavile did at, like, 5 and above most every single game that it was in. So there's a little bit of a problem there when it comes to breaking 107.
And, like, Weavile might have the number to beat, but Hot Dog is the true winner.
Yeah, Hot Dog has 69 points total. So Hardy, do with that information as you will. I think that means that Hot Dog should take over as mascot of the channel. But yeah. What do I know? I'm just a dude with money and a podcast.
I mean, and Scoreboard isn't Hot Dog's only gig lately. He won the community run for him. Hardy's only survivor.
Yeah.
He's just barely living.
Hot Dog should at least be the stream mascot. So
yeah.
Keep that in mind, Hardy. Make Hot Dog #make Hot Dog the mascot. Who needs
#make Hot Dog the mascot?
Who needs Caterpie when you have Hot Dog, who has 69 points total and won you the community lock as your last Pokemon remaining?
The age of the Caterpie is over. It's 2019. We want Hot Dog.
Yeah, it's time.
I know. I just said that on a podcast about Team Caterpie.
No,
but we want Hot Dog.
We're Team Hot Dog.
Team Hot Dog.
We're not. It's the podcast about all things Team Hot Dog now, not Team Caterpie.
It's time for a rebrand, Hardy.
I gotta get that edgy, fiery stuff going on your channel. You can bring back Little Inferno. You can redo Little Inferno with Hot Dog. Inferno. Spoiler alert: the rewatch is not Little Inferno.
Maybe we can do that next because I've been watching it.
Yeah, I need to watch. I need to rewatch Little Inferno. It's one of those games that it's so much better to watch than it is to play, in my opinion. I could never sit down and play it because it's just not my cup of tea. But I love watching every series of Little Inferno I can find.
I just like watching stuff burn.
That's fair. Watching the world burn is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But as we were saying before, we're just great at segues today. We mentioned Hot Dog
segues,
also
here's
won
our
the community
segue.
lock. So in the Team Caterpie Discord, if you're not in it already and you're somehow listening to this podcast, cool. How did you find us? But if you go to any of Hardy's videos, in the description there should be a link to the Discord.
Join us, it's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos. Me and Flygon take over sometimes, and it's great. Come to the streams as well. They're a fun time. We'll go over the streams in a little bit.
I take over there as well.
Yeah. Anytime the stream breaks, Flygon takes over the stream. It becomes a Flygon stream.
Buy stream now.
Yeah, and you get some pretty neat emotes if you subscribe to Hardy, or you don't because I'll gift you it. So that's neat. You get some nice Hardy Flygon and some nice Hardy Quynn, which are some pretty sexy, cool, fresh emotes.
While you're there, join the Flygon army and the Quindom.
Yeah.
We're allies.
We're a good time.
We're gonna take down the QR code.
Fuck the QR code. But so we have a community lot going on in there. It was Leaf Green Randomizer. It was run by the boy Scepter Wielder, very cool dude, making all the community locks for us, getting them all organized, as well as
Shout out
Shiny
to
as of late.
Scepter.
But he's a pretty cool dude. So we did Leaf Green, like I said, Leaf Green Randomizer. I gave up on mine because
I beat mine.
I
can talk about mine.
I'm gonna yeah. Well, you can talk about yours.
Okay, so I managed to beat the Elite Four in Champion without any deaths. My team was Bullseye the Tauros, Happy the Quagsire. Are you okay?
I'm good. Just choking on water a little bit.
Okay. Don't die.
No
you.
promises. That would make for an
Be happy.
entertaining first episode. And last
Flygon
episode.
hides the body.
Anyways.
Okay, so where was I? Happy the Quagsire, Lucky Charm the Flygon, which I got extremely lucky on, hence the name. Mirai the Celebi, Zippy the Electabuzz, and Candle the Charizard.
Candle the Charizard?
Charizard.
Hell yeah.
I only had 7 deaths throughout the
Entire thing.
game.
Damn.
It's impressive because, like, I've played Nuzlocke before, but I don't think I've actually finished any because I got bored or I lost someone and then got
And I got
discouraged.
sad.
Hashtag rip Nutty the Watchhog. It's been years, but I'm not over it.
Damn, the poor boy. I didn't beat mine because I got sick of having like crappy moves. Gen 3 move pool really letting me down. I thought it was a lot better than what it was, but it's really not. It's really bad.
My Celebi, I think it was like Mythical's only learn a move like every 10 levels. It hasn't learned a grass type move for you to level up.
Yeah, and then
So
like
I had to teach it. I taught it Giga Drain via TM.
I think at the time though, mythicals and gifts, to prevent you from cheating, it will like at least discourage you a little bit. They didn't give them moves until after you would receive them from the event. So like Celebi would have its level 1 relearn moves that you can go teach it, but then it wouldn't learn a move from like level 50 is when you get it. So it would start learning moves again at level 50. And like that's bullshit. But
And like the moves it was trying to learn were like Baton Pass, which is like
yeah, like
cool, but you don't want that in Nuzlocke.
yeah.
I don't have time for that.
You don't even run Baton Pass on the Celebi either.
They're just putting random moves.
Yeah. But
I mean, at least TMs exist.
yeah, TMs exist, but too bad they're one-time use, which I think is one of the
No.
dumbest things in Pokemon. I remember as a kid, I didn't know they were one-time use. I thought I just had one TM, and I would be able to use that TM multiple times. Because I don't
Oof.
read text. Who fucking reads Pokemon text?
Nobody reads in Pokemon. We just want to catch things.
Yeah, we just want to catch things, and we want to make things fight each other.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon! But then, like, I went to go use a TM, and then I didn't have it, and I was like, but I wanted to teach this to my entire team. How am I supposed to do that now, Pokemon? So,
Shout out to Gen 5 for fixing that.
shout out to Gen
best
5 for
gen.
being the best gen. Just gonna say that. But, congratulations to Koinu, though. He was the first to beat it, and he beat it deathless the entire game.
Damn, Deathless?
Yep, deathless the entire
I
game.
want that luck.
And he beat it like 3 days after it started, which was wild.
Be mine after like 5 or 6 days. And I had the speed button on the whole time.
Yeah, we assume Koinu probably used the speed button. If he did not, that's damn dedication, because these games are slow.
So slow.
But like, damn, congratulations to him though for being the first to beat it. I wonder who will be the first to beat the Egglock. Next month, starting either like end of this month, beginning of September, we will have an Egglock going on. I don't know the full number of eggs submitted, but
There's a few boxes, if I remember.
yeah, I think 3 boxes. Yeah,
And we have to have a nice variety.
and we do have a nice variety.
And a lot of trap pinches.
The most Pokemon in the Egglock though is Chimchar with 5. But
I love Chimchar, but damn, I was like,
yeah, Chimchar with 5 is wild. But like your Trapinch had 8 submitted, but then was cut down to 4 because otherwise everyone team would probably have a Trapinch on it, which isn't bad. But like,
I think we need more trap pinches.
we'll just
Why'd you have to cut them?
we'll hijack it. We'll hijack the thing, and we'll make it ours. We'll make
But
it so that
no, on the trap pinches, I asked for mine to stay in there because I'm Flygon. My trap pinch has to be in there.
Yeah.
His name is Cookie. Please let me know if you.
You can actually ask Shiny. Shiny's did all the imports. I know that my submitted Pokemon is in there because I got my boy Wukong the Chimchar submitted, and I don't remember any of the other Pokemon I submitted.
I wrote all my. There's one Pokemon I submitted. I don't want to say what it is on the podcast, but I really hope Hardy gets it.
Okay, you need to tell me it after.
I'll tell you after.
Cool.
So yeah, Hardy, I hope you get my Pokemon.
Will he know it when he sees it?
Probably.
Goody. You know, we only have like one Caterpie though in the entire Egglock,
Damn.
which is wild. We had like 3 or 4 Weedles, but like one Caterpie. Before
How many Soda
Shiny
Girls
was
did we get?
able to put his in, it was 0. We had 0 Caterpies submitted.
Everyone just assumed that another person sent a Caterpie.
Yeah. I mean, like, I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't want to. There's already probably like 10 in there.
No, we were wrong.
Yeah, no, there's actually 0. But then, so the Egglock will be fun. Hopefully, people do it well.
Yeah.
And we get some pretty good things. It's a pretty neat Pokemon in there. I think I submitted like 4 or 5 Pokemon, and I tried to fill up the types that we needed. And I gave them all each like 1 egg move or something. And then maybe a TM. I can't remember. So it'll be a fun time though. It'll be really, really good.
I submitted the 5 or 6 when it was initially asked, and then before the egg submission closed, he asked if we could submit like 2 or 3 more, so I did.
cool.
So you got a few of them there that are.
I put off importing Pokemon, so I wait until like the very end. But the other event that we have going on in the Discord right now is the Showdown tournament called Team Caterpie Battle Bonanza, I believe.
That nobody calls it.
No, it's Team Caterpie Showdown Bonanza.
Nobody calls it that.
No one does.
It's the Showdown tournament.
I am currently in winners. I have 2 losses under my belt. I am 6-2 in total.
I got eliminated.
But I've had really good luck all my battles, and I'm good at Pokemon, and I ranked top 1000 on the Showdown Random Battle ladder, so I know the Pokemon. Nice. So, little bit of an unfair advantage, but it's fine.
Yeah, I have tasked Quynn with winning the whole thing for me, because like I had plans on winning the whole thing, and then that's all just backfired. So if you get paired against them, be prepared to lose.
Oh well, I have to beat Silver in my next one, and she's not happy because she knows she's gonna lose because she's undefeated right now. So look, she's 6-0. Which is wild.
Oh, that's gonna be intense.
And she beat the person who beat Hardy. So she already avenged Hardy. I think Hardy's out as well, which is funny. I think he got out the same round as you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you and Hardy are officially tied at the actually no. You have one more win than Hardy does. Hardy,
I'm better at Hardy than Pokemon.
Yeah, you are.
Pokemon?
Yeah. Hardy is 0-4, and you're 1-4. So there you go. No, you're 2-4. Excuse me.
I'm officially better at Pokemon than Hardy.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not a high bar to beat, but oh my god.
You did it. You're better at randoms than him, at least.
You see.
But
I probably would still be in the tournament, but I got fucked over.
All right, do you wanna go over how Pokegod fucked you over?
Oh yes, I'm salty about this. So I was in the losers bracket. I was in my second battle. We were both down to our last Pokemon. My Pokemon, Arceus Ground to be specific, which that'll be important. Mm-hmm. My opponent has a Vivillon, however you pronounce it, the butterfly that only got popular because of its wings.
Vivillon, yes.
And my Arceus only had 2 attacking moves. Earthquake, which it couldn't hit Vivillon with.
Correct.
And then Rock Slide.
Which is quad effect.
And its held item was the ground Z crystal, so it couldn't use a Z move. And you know how like the flying rock moves are stupid inaccurate. Oh my god.
Stupid accuracy?
Inaccurate. I forgot how words work.
See, I told you, we're the most qualified to run a podcast. We can't speak English. But yeah, no, they are inaccurate. There's only 2 100% accuracy rock type moves in the entire game, and that's a Cell Rock and Power Gem.
And I miss Rock Throw 3 or 4 times. And while this is going on, this Vivillon is just setting up quiver dances.
Well, yeah.
And then after I miss, like, for the millionth time, I get, like, one shot of, like, Bug Buzz or something. And so I lost the second battle. And, like, I had won the first battle, so if Arceus didn't fuck me over like that...
You would
have won.
And you would have been...
And, like, I was thinking back on it yesterday, and no, Arceus is Pokegod himself. Vivillon is Pokédex number 666.
Yeah, like, there was some black magic going on.
Pokegod lost to the Devil Butterfly.
Mm-hmm. You would have been advanced in bracket to fight Wolf Mooncharm. I haven't had anything super bad. In my last one against Silly Gudra, I got very stuck in my third game. I thought I was about to lose. But my board positioning was just better than his, and I could kind of tell what he was going for. I knew who his win con was. Because nothing could have beat that win con, because I had revealed my entire team. He had one thing in the back, and that was his win con. But then my Vanillix came clutch, and I think I only won because of a miss. So I had a little bit of luck on my side, but I'm gonna put it down to to just better board positioning, because fuck blaming a miss. I'll get a little bit of an ego. I don't care. And then my first match, I got 2 setup mons and just got to set up freely on them. And I was like, well, cool. So now I get to beat up Silver. And
then meanwhile, I just don't know how Pokemon work. If a move doesn't attack, I don't understand it. Really.
That's fair. Completely fair.
Like, when I was still in the main bracket, I got an Umbreon that didn't know any attacking moves, and I was just here like, what do I do?
Like Toxic Wish Protect Curse?
Yeah. Something like that.
Because that's the Umbreon set at the moment. It doesn't need attacking moves because it doesn't want to. It'd rather just be a bulky bitch.
That's not how I play Pokemon. I just attack things and hope it goes well.
I just attack something and hope it dies. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know competitive. I just beat things up in the main game.
I do. I know too much about competitive. So that's why I can go a little bit more in depth with the scoreboard stuff. And also, scoreboard gives me a headache. Because I'll be watching it and I'll be like, oh, the smartest thing for this guy to do is go for this move. And Hardy's like, I don't think he's going to go for that move. I'm just like, Hardy buddy. And then he'll go for that move, and I'll be like, wow, I knew it.
Like, every now and then I'll be like, use this move, and then he doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think I called Hardy Volt Switching, like, 5 times when he should have with Floss, and he never did it once, and I was like, Hardy, pivoting is so nice, and you're not doing it.
Hardy.
But, so, predicting the winner is a little bit difficult in a random battle tournament.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd like to win. However,
I'm rooting for you.
There's one person in bracket who is the only person I'm actually scared of.
Who's that?
And that person is Automathic. Because they are good at Pokemon. They're the one who, in self-promo, they post a bunch of competitive Pokemon stuff all the time. Yeah. They're scary.
Well, if you have to face them, good luck.
Literally, the only chance I would face them is in finals. In winners' finals. So, I guess I'll see him there. But... Then I don't know who's good in losers. Like, I guess Shiny is my prediction to win losers bracket at this point. But I don't know. I don't know anyone in the losers bracket, so.
And speaking of Shiny, it's his birthday the day we're recording this, so happy birthday, Shiny.
Probably not your birthday when we upload this. Probably
happy late birthday.
A couple days after, but happy birthday, Shiny. Happy belated birthday. I hope you've had a good day. At least today. Maybe not your birthday, but I hope today, when you listen to this, you've had a good day.
Please listen to this.
He said he was going to.
Okay.
He said he was hyped as hell for it. And honestly, good. This podcast, good time. Good vibes.
It's fun.
But yeah, so I think I personally, if I don't take it, it's probably Otto. And if that's mean, to anyone in bracket. I haven't seen your battles. I don't know how good you are at it. So I'm going off of what I know and who I know. So sorry, lol. But I have a feeling it'll be me or Otto, just based on of how well we've done previously. Because he's currently undefeated. He's 4-0 right now. He hasn't done his round 3 winners, so part of me is praying that he gets DQ'd out. Yeah. But I know I shouldn't hope for that. But whatever. But yeah, so
and to everyone that's still in the tournament, the winner's bracket or loser's bracket, good luck with your battles.
Yes. May Poker God bless you.
And hope you don't get fucked over the way I did.
Yes, may Poker God bless you with the good RNG. But I think that wraps up everything going on in Team Caterpie current day. So
yeah, thanks about it.
We have a rewatch segment to get to now. And
Whoop-de segment.
Wowzers segment switch. So we
transition.
Auditorial transition. So we decided that the first series that we should do for the podcast is Hardy's very first ever series on his channel and very first ever Nuzlocke. We're rewatching. This is the video title: Pokemon Nuzlocke Blaze Black. This is right as Hardy started uploading on the Hardy Tech Yo-Yo channel. The naming theme that he did for the series was naming it after his friends, which are all Call of Duty people, I think, which is wild.
Yeah.
'Cause like, I'm friends with Hardy on Steam. I have not seen him play a single shooter in all of the time that I've been friends with him on Steam, other than TF2 a couple of times.
At the very end of the first episode, he promotes his COD videos. I'm just like, damn.
You're like, wow, that's a complete change of
I forgot
pace.
he did that.
Like, we knew Hardy did COD content because he talks about it, but like, it's just shocking to hear it. Because like, he's not associated with that at all anymore. I don't even know if he like even likes shooters anymore. That's a question. Hardy, there's your question of the podcast. Do you like shooters anymore? But so we started to rewatch that. We watched the first 3 episodes. Episode 1, which is called Our Journey Begins. Episode 2, which is called Charon is a Moron. And episode 3, which is called I Like Monkeys.
That's my favorite episode title.
I Like Monkeys, yes.
I like monkeys too, Hardy.
Yeah, monkeys are pretty cool. Honestly, probably in the top 10 of animals I enjoy.
Hell yeah.
But so we took down some notes
weird monkeys
for each episode.
Yeah, we took notes because we'll forget shit.
Oh yeah, I already don't remember what happened, but these notes at least give me something to talk about. So first little recap: episode 1, the Pokemon added to his team were Candy the Snivy, which was his starter, and he caught Enzo the Pidgey as his first encounter on Route 1. And Enzo, I think, has sticked as a Pidgey name for him for a while, so that's neat.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Enzo
I don't know if Candy stuck.
Has he really had another Snivy?
He might have had one in Scoreboard at some point, but I don't remember it.
I don't remember.
I don't think he's had a Snivy though. Or at least a notable one in any future series. But so I'll let you kind of go over your notes, and I will interject if I have stuff that kind of adds on to it for this one.
I was like last night when I started rewatching, my first thought, like just a few seconds in the video, was, damn, where's the energy we know and love today?
Oh yeah, I wrote down the note for that. I wrote down was ASMR Baby Hardy, and I'm like, yeah, there is no energy, and Hardy's like whispering his content. Which,
And like, I get that it was his very first series.
yeah. It'll be
Character
neat.
development and all.
It'll be neat when we go over it and we like kind of see what's going on, and we'll see like the evolution of Hardy's content as like he gets more and more energetic. Because when I was going back and I was calculating like old scoreboard things, and just trying to pick and find a video for today in Caterpie history, like some of his content is like compared to like content now, like I think Hardy's like at the level now where he's like perfectly like he's calm enough but also excited enough to keep you engaged and not like scare you away with excitement. Like I was watching a couple of the other ones and he just was like looked like he like downed like 5 energy drinks and was like, oh, I gotta record the video. And I was like, oh jeez.
Oh.
But yeah, so Hardy was very ASMR at the time. Very, very quiet, soft-spoken. Very, very filler language. There was a lot of filler language in the episodes. So I'll let you.
I think you kind of cut out on.
Oh, did I?
You cut out for like a second.
Oh, I said that there was a lot of filler language in the.
Oh
the
yeah.
episodes. A lot of ums, ahs, and like just a lot of unnecessary ands. So, anyways,
We all start some.
I will let you continue.
Oh, when was the top?
We just
So like,
immediate energy.
I didn't even think to compare it to ASMR. I don't even like ASMR in general, so my mind didn't go there.
I just like memes. So I know ASMR is a meme, but it's very like soft spoken, and the entire series is probably gonna be like that. But it's fair.
Yeah.
Everyone starts somewhere. Everyone needs to find their footing.
Like, I was thinking about it, and by the time when he was recording this way back when, he was about our age, maybe a little younger.
He was. This was 7 years ago, by the way.
Oh no!
Blaze Black Nuzlocke, the first one. First episode was published on February 10th, 2012.
I was 11.
Yeah. Like, we were tiny babies.
We were babies.
Oh. And you started watching him in 2012.
Yeah, I started like later that year during Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. That was 2012.
I can't remember when I started. I think I was like 2013. I have a really shit memory. So like remembering where I was like, oh, this is the first Hardy series I watched. I'm like, I don't know. They all kind of start melding together in my brain. I can't tell you when things are. I could tell you it was definitely before Leaf Green. It's definitely before Leaf Green Egglock. Because I submitted a Pokemon for Leaf Green Egglock.
Ooh, do you remember what you submit?
I think I submitted an Eevee who was intended to become an Umbreon, and I named it Midna because that's just what I call my Umbreons. I don't think it was ever put in though, because I did it wrong. I know that for sure. I did it wrong. So,
Well, an attempt was made.
Yeah, an attempt was definitely made. But anyways, continuing on with the notes. Flygon?
Oh boy. Like, I started my notes off kind of like professional-ish, and then like my thoughts before I just started to go into screaming by like Act 2.
It's like writing how you
And
talk,
then,
yeah. Writing your thoughts.
At one point there were sirens in the background, and my first thought was, oh god, Hardy, who did you kill?
Oh yeah. I made the joke of Hardy is about to commit a crime for repeating his save, because he mentioned that he tried to record it and then couldn't, and he got a Pidgey in that, and then he got a Pidgey in this right as the sirens were starting to go off. So I was like, damn, Hardy, what kind of fucking cheating bullshit? So, and then like, I know from when I read your notes, you said something about the layout and how it was bad.
Yeah. There's just so much going on in that layout.
There's a lot going on, and the game is so small. But
it's a freaking vertical screen.
I really, really like the charm of it. Like, I like objective, I like notes, I like graveyard. I think those are all really neat. But like, it's just a little bit messy. In all honesty, like nothing works together. Nuzlocke is in a whole other font type, and it's 3D text when everything else is not. Pokemon wasn't written. It like wasn't changed to be black. Like there's a lot wrong with it, but it's charming. It's a charming.
Again, we all start somewhere.
Exactly, we all start somewhere. Anyways, continue.
And like, for the notes part you mentioned, he pretty much just used it to hate on people.
Yeah.
Like, back to back, he said, "I hate you, Juniper," and then a few seconds later, it was lazy bit.
And you're like, wow.
Hardy.
Go hard on Juniper, I guess.
Calm down.
Sorry.
Why was past you so salty?
'Cause he was just in COD land.
And then I think it was like in the Poke Center, he said like go back and play the classics for like gens 1 to 3 or something. After his Gen 3 rant, do you think that still holds up?
No. I think it's like just play like, I think Black and White is where you should start. If you're new to Pokemon and you have the opportunity, start with Black and White. Because they kind of give you the baseline for how Pokemon is nowadays.
Black and White is so good.
Big agree. And then he was like, I know like he skipped over the Juniper scene. And I accused him of cheating in that time. And then like I remember him talking about like some Pokemon things that were going on, and he's like he's just talking about it and not knowing what's going on. So he really didn't know anything about Pokemon at this time. Like, electric type is electricity. Fucking yeah, it's wild. There's a lot of things that he just didn't know about Pokemon at the time. And little did he know, 7 years from now, he would still be this bad at the game. At least he knows what types are called now.
Yeah.
And types...
I like the beginning of the video. He kept calling things elementals.
Yeah.
Elemental monkeys, elemental moves. And like, yeah, they're called elemental monkeys and all, but they have names.
Your Panpors and your Panseers and Pansages.
Like, yeah, elemental monkeys is quicker to say, but they have names.
Yeah, Hardy G's. I have a name, you know.
And who says elemental moves? They're move type.
Stab moves. Just there's a lot. And then something that's not changed from at least Blaze Black into now is Hardy being stupidly risky with his Pokemon.
Of course.
Like, he has Snivian against a Pidgey and he's grinding up against it, and like Pidgey gets hit, Snivy gets hit by a gust and is brought down to half, and he's like, oh, this is a problem, and then doesn't switch, and then is like, wow, I'm really lucky that he didn't go for Gust a second time and he went for Razor Wind. I'm just like, Hardy, you could have just ran away. Like,
get that experience another time.
Yeah, just grind up against like the Bidoof in the area. Like, they're easier to grind against for a reason. But yeah, and then And then the first episode is the first instance of jokes that don't age well.
Oh.
I don't think Hardy would ever make...
Oh, there go my dogs.
Ooh. Bork time?
It's Bork time! Time to see what they're barking at. Let's take a field trip to the living room.
Alright. Field trip to see what dogs are barking at. The dogs...
Papa, what are you barking? My neighbor across the street just got home and he's barking at him.
Great! My favorite. I'm actually really lucky with my dog. She does not bark at things that aren't other dogs. So she's very, very quiet.
Someone will walk by with their baby and stroller and I'll go fix.
Why?
No.
They want the baby. But yeah, no, so there's this is officially count number 1 of jokes that don't age well in this 27-part series. Or 26-part series, because first thing in this playlist is what is a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, we don't need the rewind.
Yeah, we know what a Nuzlocke is, probably. But first instance of jokes that don't age well. I think there's 4 or something there's 2 in episode 1, and then there's at least 1 in episode 3. Oh no, there's another 2 in episode 3. I'm looking for it at my notes. Eek! Those would not age well into today.
Seriously.
I think
I started writing them down. I started writing them down in episode 2.
Yeah, no.
Oh boy.
There was 1 in episode 1. And, hashtag the Me Too movement harder. And Pokemon have rights too. You don't get to objectify them harder. Anyways, I think that's everything about... Nothing really happens in episode 1.
Yeah.
Does the thing, complains about Juniper, gets Enzo. That's about all that happens. Nothing happens in these first 3 episodes at all. People complained about Renegade Platinum being slow. This one is slow.
3 episodes just to get to the Dream Yard.
Yeah, 3 episodes to get to the Dream Yard. And you're like, wow, I could do that in 1 episode. But this is also he does 10-minute episodes here. Future ones are I know the next one after this, so we might only have for the next time we do the podcast, we might only have 1 episode because it's 30 minutes long.
Oh God.
Which is gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. But so moving on to episode 2. Hardy caught Gator the Purloin during it. Oh, something I forgot to mention for episode 1. Hardy pronounces Snivy wrong the entire time.
I know!
It's not Snivy. It's Snivy. And every time he said it, it pained my soul.
Can I tell you something about me and Snivy pronunciation?
Go for it.
When the English names for Gen 5's ones were coming out 10 years ago, because we're all old and dying, I misread the N as an H, so for a few minutes I called it Shinvi.
Shinvi! Oh, that's so cute.
And then when the anime started, and they're like, "Go Snivy!" I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Wait a minute. That's an M. All I remember from when Black was coming out is that when we didn't know their English names, people were just calling Snivy Smugleaf.
Smugleaf!
And I live for Smugleaf. That's such a that's a really, really good name. And I think a lot of people still do name their Snivies Smugleaf in honor of that. I know at least one of my friends does, all the time.
Yeah, when English Gen 5 stuff was still being in, little like 9 or 10-year-old me would just like go to the Pokemon Black and White website every day and refresh it to see if they announced anything new.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I did the same because I couldn't remember if I had a YouTube channel, like a YouTube account at least at the time. Because that was when like YouTube didn't have an official app on like on an iPhone. It was like a nice little TV icon, and you couldn't sign in. You just had to like search the videos you wanted to find.
Yeah.
So I was dedicated to you, Hardy, because I had to look up your channel every day to see if you had uploaded a video. So you're welcome.
Early YouTube struggles, am I right?
Oh yeah, early YouTube mobile was wild. But anyway, episode 2, we kick off with him saying, "Oh yeah, off screen, I did a little bit of grinding," and that is wild in today, because like Hardy is very, very transparent. He will always show his grinding, like sped up at least. I'm just like, geez, past Hardy, you're just using your rare candies on these Pokemon, aren't we? But and then as soon as that happens, we get right into like the N area, and he pronounces Getsis wrong. He calls him Getis. And I'm just like, no, Hardy. His name is Getsis.
And then, like, during that part, he was, like, reading out what Getsis was saying.
Yeah.
And I wrote down, nobody's watching for the story.
I mean, I wrote down it's a pretty neat change of pace, because, like, nobody reads the text. But then...
We all know what he's saying at this point.
Yeah. But, like, at the time, right? It was pretty big. And then, like, he just didn't read N's text. So when N was talking, there was, like, a minute of dead air where Hardy had said nothing the entire time. And, like, the text is right there presenting itself, and you were just reading the text. So it's a little bit of a yikes when that happens. Also, there was unaging joke, joke that didn't age well, count number 2.
Yep.
So
the objectives tab. This is a good example of people learning from their mistakes and maturing.
Oh yeah, good old 2012 Hardy compared to 2019 Hardy. I don't even think Hardy would like if anyone made those jokes in his chat nowadays. And I think most people don't make those kinds of jokes nowadays. But, like, oof. It was really weird coming back to this and having Hardy say that. Because, like, yeah, Hardy swears a lot. But, like, a lot of his content, he tries not to swear in it a lot, which is different.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, a lot of other Pokemon right now. Because a lot of Pokemon PokeTubers, they all like to swear in their content. Because older people watch them, so they can. But Hardy likes to keep himself nice and inclusive, because I think he remembers a comment. There's like a comment in something, and I remember him talking about it, where someone was like asking him not to swear as much so he could watch him more. And then I think from then on, Hardy has tried to swear less in his videos, and I think that's great.
I noticed when I was watching the videos, like, under the title, there was, like, a little thing that said it was rated TV PG. No, it's not.
What? There's a little rated TV PG on it?
I don't think I've ever seen that before on YouTube, but it was showing up on my phone. I can send you a screenshot after.
Alright, cool. Because it's not appearing on my screen. Like, it's not appearing on the computer. So that's neat. Hardy's rated TV PG.
This isn't TV PG.
Oh no, this is like T for teen, probably. Maybe PG-13, but it was pretty heavy. Some pretty fucking shit in this. And then Hardy's really salty in episode 2 as well.
God.
Like, the amount of sass from Hardy in episode 2 is a little bit insane. And then he catches Gato right after, like, sass. And then he's like, I don't know if this is good. It's a dark type. I'm like, dark type is good, Hardy. You need to not shit on Purloin. Purloin's great. And then he hurt my brain when he was like,
what did he do?
Oh, look at this Bidoof. Oh, no, it's a Patrat. Nah, they're all the same in my head. I'm just like,
Yeah.
No, Hardy.
Yeah. One of my notes is a quote that says, "Is Patrat normal or water?" And I'm just like, are you fucking
I know. I
shitting me?
wrote that down too. And then he was like, I know one of them is. I know one of Bidoof or Patrat is a water type. I'm like, Bidoof is not a water type. He doesn't get his water type until Barrel. And
like,
come on, man.
like, I'm just here being like the one person that loves Patrat, and I'm just here like, Hardy, stop.
Patrat has grown on me so much as of late. Like, I live for Patrat. Patrat is a great Pokemon.
Patrat's like my second favorite Pokemon.
I wonder Flygon. I wonder who the favorite Pokemon is. Flygon.
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
It's probably not Flygon. Cause like that's your name. So why would it be your favorite Pokemon?
Who knows?
After that whole shenanigans, counter goes up to 3 on jokes that Hardy should not be making. Like, he was 19 at the time, living at home. Like, he was being really risky with those jokes.
His videos were quiet for a reason.
Oh yeah. And then he asks the first question of the video, which was your favorite grass starter. So I'll let you take that
Chespin.
one. Yours is Chespin.
Even though Chespin didn't exist at the time.
I wrote down at the time it was Bulbasaur.
At the time, mine was Snivy.
That's fair. But now my favorite grass starter is Grookey, because I love him. He is baby. So yeah, and then Hardy said something as well after the fact about how his how Pidgey was leveling up slower than Snivy, and that's just how Pokemon works. Level groups are a thing, and Snivy is in the one above, or the one below Pidgey, which means it gains XP faster. So neat. And then moving on to episode 3 of good old Pokemon Nuzlocke dash Blaze Black. He adds Bear to the team. We finally make it to Dream Yard in episode 3.
That he called like the Dream World or something.
Yeah, he called it Dream World. I'm just like, buddy, it's not Dream World, it's Dream Yard.
Read the text on screen when you enter the area.
Yeah. And then this is when I also bring up the people, like how people complained about Renegade Platinum taking a long time to like get progress done. But I was like, we are 3 episodes in and actually nothing has happened. Like, at least in Renegade, like, something's happening every episode. Even dead, like, the slower episodes, something is going on. But, like, goddamn, there's just not, it's 30 minutes of content, and we're just making it to Dream Yard. That's not including grinding time that Hardy cut out.
Like, I love Gen 5 and all, but, like, I've played it enough times, so I'm just so bored at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Me too. The beginning is, like, the worst part of Gen 5. And then it's
the beginning's, like, the worst part of every game.
Oh, yeah. I think...
No,
I think I like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald start. I think it's
Yeah.
It's a refreshing start. But I get
I
that
think
might
I've
just
just, like,
be because
gotten-
I don't do them as often.
I've gotten to the point where, like, I'll, like, start a replay, or, like, even if I finish the replay or not, if you replay, you gotta replay the beginning, and I've played it so many times, I'm just, like, fucking bored of it.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. I think the worst beginning though is Johto. I think Johto has just the worst start ever. Because you leave, then you go back, and then you leave again, and then you get to go back. And I'm just like, oh my god, please, just let me progress. But
And then there's also Sun and Moon that just have like half an hour of tutorials.
I mean, at least there's like then there's at least something going on though, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I understand like
Yeah,
people
but-
complaining about Sumo and Usum being like a slow start, but at least there's something going on. You're not just like,
Yeah.
oh, run to Mr. Pokemon, run back, fight the rival, run, talk to police officer, run out again. Those are just
Yeah.
it's just boring in comparison to like at least like a cutscene's going on while you're getting tutorialed, but it's whatever. And then
Yeah.
back to back we have jokes that don't age well. So now we're at 5. We're 3 episodes in and there's 5 jokes that Hardy should not be making anymore.
Erdy, I really hope you're embarrassed by these.
Yeah, I really hope we haven't said the jokes because I don't want to.
We're not gonna.
But we really hope you're embarrassed by these jokes that you made, and that we're.
I wrote down.
Hmm?
I wrote down what a few of them are, and like, I wrote mine on paper because I'm like that,
Yeah,
and I hope nobody sees this page.
just like send it to Hardy after this goes up and be like, Hardy, these jokes. Why are you making them?
Hardy.
We need to have an
Hardy, learn
intervention.
time travel. Go back to the past and just slap your past self.
Yeah. I think
Please.
you deserve to get hit by the toothbrush for these jokes, but that's whatever. And then he tells us a story about his Mewtwo in his game,
Yeah.
and Hardy's a cheater. He was like, "Oh, is this cheating if I did this thing?" Yeah, yes, Hardy. Using the level 70 Mewtwo against the Dragon Gym is cheating.
Or like, it was simply just because he didn't want to train.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you're just like,
at least
come on, bro.
the Mewtwo is like a legitimate Mewtwo, and he didn't just like hack his game
Oh,
because
yeah.
he didn't want to train. Like,
It was like, I couldn't use the
Yeah.
Arceus because they wouldn't listen to me. I was like, so you would have used the Arceus.
yeah.
It doesn't work. And like dragons aren't even that hard to beat. Like you just don't have you're like, oh, you don't have any super effective moves. Darn, just don't use electric, fire, water, or grass.
Yeah.
Easy. But and then he completely runs out of ideas after he tells that story. So he's just talking about how he's out of ideas because he told this story already and it took shorter than he expected. And you're just like, wow, okay, Hardy, that would never happen today. You would just immediately
Yeah,
start tangenting about like chicken nuggets, and you don't now. That's really weird. And then nothing else happens the entire episode. And then he asks
Yeah,
us
another.
the favorite water type starter.
And he said Piplup, and I wrote hashtag Bufflup, right?
Yeah.
This was years before Bufflup, but still.
7 years before Bufflup. Hardy's favorite water type starter was Piplup.
I hope that holds up.
I wonder, Hardy. Does it hold up? Is Piplup still your favorite water starter? Because mine at the time was Totodile, and it's probably
Mine
still
was Squirtle.
Totodile.
I feel like mine's either Squirtle, Mudkip, and probably Piplup, because like Piplup has grown on me so much like the past month. I wonder why.
I wonder which Pokemon may have caused that.
And so, like, say, like, we do get Gen 4 remakes next year, I'm, like, stuck. Like, do I want to go with Chimchar, my favorite Sinnoh starter, or do I want to go with Bufflup?
I'm picking Chimchar because Chimchar is my baby. Spoiler alert for favorite fire starter. It's Chimchar.
Mine's Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil's a really good pick. Cyndaquil's awesome. I like all the fire starters a lot. I think the only one that I haven't liked so far is Scorbunny.
Damn, and I'm on Scorbunny squad.
Yeah, he looks like a cereal mascot to me. So I can't like him. Because, like, I would just name him Nesquik, and that would be his name. And, yeah. He would just be Nesquik.
I feel like part of the reason why I like Scorbunny so much, because, like, the night before Sword and Shield were announced, I was thinking, like, oh boy, I want a bunny starter. And then next day, Scorbunny, I'm like, oh my god, I predicted it.
Yeah. I think I was like, oh, it'll probably be like a bull starter. I really want a bull starter. And then it was Scorbunny. I was like, this isn't what I wanted.
Next gen.
I'm like, I don't know what I was expecting for the grass starter, but then they show you Grookey dancing on top of a smoke pipe, and I'm just like my baby.
I have adopted this monkey.
Yeah, I've adopted the monkey. But
and then Sobble's just out here being relatable.
Yeah, Sobble's just relatable, which is why I can't pick it, because I feel like I was being personally attacked. So it's Grookey time. Grookey's my baby. I'm picking Grookey no matter what. Even if I don't like his final stage. Like, Scorbunny or Sobble's final stage have to be really, really good for me to pick him. But I just love Grookey too much. I did the same thing with Tepig, where I was like, I saw Tepig and I was like, I want him. I need him. And then I regretted it. Because, like, Superior and Samurott are just better than Emboar in my opinion, but, you know.
I like him.
He's cool, but, like... But, anyways, that's the rewatch. It's a slog. It'll be fun. And I wonder how many jokes Hardy will force him to regret by episode 26.
Keep the counter, please.
We're currently at number 5, and
we're
3 episodes in. And this episode had 2. Last one had 3. 2 or 3? 3. Because first one only had 1. No, it had 2. Never mind. We're good. So if he averages 2 jokes per episode from now on, that's like 50 plus jokes, Hardy, that you're gonna need to regret. So, anyways, the next segment is gonna be pretty much
transition.
Verbal transition. I'll let Flygon do throwback Caterpie, because this is kind of her thing.
Welcome to Throwback Caterpie, where we talk about things that happened in the past with Team Caterpie, because I've been here too long and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You're stuck with me, Hardy.
Yeah, you're stuck with us now.
And so I thought for the first throwback, we could do Hardy's birthday stream from 2015, because I have a clip of that saved.
Alrighty.
And... do like podcasts have like descriptions and stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
If there is a description, we'll put the video. I'll put the video link there. Hardy, as our producer, do we have descriptions? I don't know. We'll find out.
Do we get a thing?
But, anyways, continue.
And so in this clip, it's Hardy's birthday, obviously, and he put on the screen his email for, like, to send birthday messages, art, and all that stuff. But, like, the night before the stream, he also tweeted it out, so I got a little bit of a head start along with other people. And so, like, I opened a Gmail document that night, and I'm like, ooh, a birthday message to Hardy. What should I say? And then my mind just assumed he wants like a message, something long. So I typed out something long and like I meant all of it. And then like the stream starts and he reads a few before mine and they're like all really quick. And while the stream is going on internally, I'm just like, oh shit, mine's really long. What do I do? Is he gonna think this is weird? Which is, in the clip, he's like, oh, this is a long one.
Is this like your first interaction with Hardy? Or
No,
okay.
Our first interaction was like a few months, like earlier in the year.
Okay.
And so like the night before, I'm like, ooh, what should I do? Like I just typed out like normal birthday stuff, like, and then like talked about this one time when he told me that he hadn't really had a good birthday, and because like I'm that person that always remembers like the little stuff, so I was writing him like, and then I recall that I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna mention this. And then I was 15 at the time because we're all old and dying. I was like, what else should I say? And then I'm like, Hardy's turning 21. I should mention 21 things I love about Team Caterpie.
There you go.
So I did. And like, it's a bunch of stuff, like the friends I've made, finding a place to fit in, iconic quotes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then like, the very last one, I'm like, I should make this one like the best point. So like I mentioned how like I became friends with my favorite YouTuber, which like we know everybody dreams of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And like this isn't related to stream, but when I was younger watching Hardy's videos, whenever he would like mention his friends and stuff, I would just be like, oh my god, they're so lucky to be friends with him. And now we're those people.
Oh, I know. I remember being on the stream when that was happening. And you had said that, and I was like, oh, I'm so jealous. and now and now we're here doing this podcast together, and we're both friends with Hardy.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah, don't ever give up. Honestly, if you're just nice to people, and like don't try to like force yourself to become friends with them, but like just be nice, and like eventually they'll notice you and they might even talk to you. That's cool.
Yeah.
But no, so now you have that knowledge, Flygon, that I was jealous of you for like 4 years.
Oh. That is the best thing I've heard all day.
There you go. I was jealous of you.
Look at us now.
Look at us now hosting Viridian Desert.
Viridian Desert.
Oh boy.
And we're brain cell buddies.
Oh, hell yeah. But then anyways, is that continue on talking about this?
And then I decide to end the email like, oh, this email is really nice. I should Flygon it up. And so I left this bit that's like, by the way, very important, please read last. This is involving my future in Team Caterpie. Then I left a bit like, they're never gonna give you up.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm like, thinking about it now, never gonna give you up. My future in Team Caterpie.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
That, I mean, it fits, but like it's also.
I only
like,
just realized this. It's
it?
been almost 4 years. Just realized that.
Nice. I mean, it worked. Yeah, it definitely works. Because we're never gonna give you up, Hardy. You're stuck with us.
And I'm never gonna let you down.
We're never gonna run around or desert you.
Or
We're never gonna say
Desert,
goodbye. I've done that to so many friends where I just like start like talking the song. I'm just like, yeah, don't worry, I'm never gonna give you up. I'll never let you down. And they just always hate me every time.
Good. And then like after that happened, so other people got the idea to like send videos and stuff. I remember there was one person in this chat. They sent an email during the stream, but they didn't change their link to a bit.ly because if you have like an actual YouTube link, Gmail will show the YouTube video in the email. And I think like their video was like, "You are an idiot."
Nice.
And so like I'm just like whispering them during the stream, being like, "Hey, you have to change it to a bit.ly." And then like after a few, I think Hardy started to catch on and just refused to click on links.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember Hardy saying, "I'm not clicking any more links anymore." He's tired of getting trolled on his birthday.
You're welcome, Hardy.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got to deal with that. Yeah, it was fun. I was still a very shy child. I was like, I didn't talk in chat. I don't remember if I sent in an email. I might have. Actually, hold on.
While you're checking.
I'm checking because it was on an old email. Let's see.
Okay, so like, thinking back on this, Hardy, if you do a birthday stream or something this year, please do another birthday stream this year. I want to update some stuff.
Oh yeah.
We love you, Hardy. I totally won't send any links. I probably shouldn't be saying this.
I mean,
oh,
I have him like as an
forget.
email contact, but I don't have like him. I have a link to a like a weird ass doc called Caterpie is Love.
What?
I don't know what this is.
Open it.
It is open.
What? Does it say anything?
No. Hold on. I don't... Wait. What the fuck?
What?
Hold on. I'll send it to you. I have no idea what this is. Hold on. Do people
You kind of
like the profound Hardy X Beezles fanfic? I thought it was quite deep, but then again, I was the one who wrote it.
What?
What?
What is this?
What the fuck?
What the hell is
Who wrote this? Is there a link?
I don't know.
This is like there's a Lucario picture on the bottom. I'm so confused. I don't know how I have this doc, but I do. Whose doc is it? Who owns this doc?
I don't know.
It's not Spizzles is the owner. I'm guessing that was Spizzles. Anyway. Anyways, that's a little tangent because I can't find the email because apparently I deleted all my sent mail from that account. So rip that.
F.
But yeah, no, that stream was fun. I don't remember a ton from it, but I just remember it being fun.
Yeah. It was one of my favorites.
It was wholesome content.
Really?
And like when you sent the link to the Discord chat and I watched it, I was like, wow. And then like I remembered that like, oh, I remember being like that I was jealous of you. And I didn't want to tell you at the time, but I told you now. So yeah. There you go.
And like before the stream started, I only told one person about what I wrote, but that last part, I don't remember who it was, but I know I told one person about it.
Yeah. Well, it was a fun time. It was a great time.
Yeah. That stream was...
But yeah. Is that everything we have to say about that stream? Or do you have any other stories from
Yeah.
the stream?
Transition time?
No, it's not transition time. We have
Oh yeah, these go
the
together.
day in Caterpie history. It's technically not today as of recording. We're recording this on August 23rd. But
We found something important.
tomorrow, 6 years ago, Hardy started one of his most infamous series of all time. Pokemon Quartz, Episode 1, was uploaded on August 24th, 2012. Or 7 years ago now, actually. And let me... Pokemon Quartz is one of Hardy's, like, most infamous series, and one that people keep asking him to bring back that he never will. We've got, like, 2 additional episodes after he canceled it, because we got the April Fool's one, and then we got the live one for when we raised money for him to get his capture card. And
So yeah, I think are starting this podcast right at the anniversary of Quartz, and my dog's barking. I think this is a sign that Quartz needs to come back.
yeah, Hardy.
Hardy.
I think it's time for you to bring back Quartz. How many gift subs for Quartz? How many gift subs for Quartz?
Wait, Hardy, if you take away anything from this podcast, bring back Quartz.
Yeah.
We want.
Hashtag Quartz 2019. No one will remember Pokemon Quartz, but bring back Pokemon Quartz. Okay? Okay. Same layout,
Yeah.
same thumbnail. Bring back Pokemon Quartz.
Bring back Quartz.
Try to, like, reflect the same energy as well that you had at the time, so, like, nothing changed. And just, like, try to play it off that, like, you had these episodes recorded, but, like, do it. It'd be a funny meme. And I
Please, Hardy.
think that's everything.
Yeah,
That's
my
everything.
dogs are starting to whine, so we should probably wrap this up.
It's a good thing, because that was the last segment. So I guess transition to goodbyes. But
Can I do the outro?
you can do the outro.
I want to do the outro. Okay. Bye. That's not the outro.
Did you not remember what we had written for the outro?
I have it pulled up, but there was just a pause. I was like, fuck. Do you have anything you want to say before we end it?
Remember to stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
This has been fun.
It has been.
Who knows when the next episode will be? Because I can only record when I'm home alone, which isn't that often.
Great. Next one may have a guest. Who that guest is, we don't know yet. Maybe Hardy.
Hair dye, join us.
Yeah, maybe. We'll grow.
I just realized it took me the entire podcast to call him hair dye.
Wow. That's some good restraint.
I know.
We did it. We were professional.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I called him hair dye. Who knows?
I don't think you did.
Hair dye Tokyo.
I don't think you called him hair dye. Where did hair dye even start?
I don't remember specifically,
I think it was
but
Fizzles.
I think I remember. Like, I don't remember where it started specifically, but I think I got that nickname from my friend Sky, who just kept calling him hair dye. So I was like, okay, I'm calling him hair dye now.
Fair enough. I don't know. I always just call him hair dye. Hard eye. Oh my god, Hardy. My brain is melting.
I think that means it's time to wrap up.
So, do you want to try again at the at the finale? Not the finale. The outro.
Okay. Let's do this. That's all from us on Viridian Desert. Now everyone get back to your bunkers.
Bye.
Bye.